Find a place to swap this bench over and get a thing going. Kablam. There we go. None of this stuff, but like, hang on, let me pull up. I have Tabletop Simulator on here. Get some music going. All that shit. Been listening to a bunch of Persona shit lately. Getting in the mood. Fattening up my my mood board for like shit that I want to do. And I really want to capture that. I want it to major Persona vibes. Ugh. All the elements show an aptitude for development of the game. They're all just horribly implemented. I know. It's so like that game. That game is like, they kind of know what they're doing with a lot of the stuff. But like, they tried to do this like maximalism thing with like the dialogue. He just doesn't shut the fuck up, and I can't take it. The battles go for way too fucking long. The little mini games are like way too long for what they do. That's a whole other thing. Whatever. We're not gonna poop talk other people's stuff. I'm happy that they made a video game. You take care, Honda Toaster. I'm working on my fucking video game soda pop while talking to y'all, and that's about it. So I got shit I gotta do here. Trying to make some progress with this. I feel like the system that I have, I recorded a whole fucking video about like, hey, here's the system that I'm gonna do, and like, then I got really self-conscious about it, and I'm like, does this all suck? Am I a fraud? Am I a sham? Was this ever fun ever? As I typically do, and I don't know if it's how much of it is, you know, my brain, and how much of it is like factual. Like, at what point do you just kind of cut your losses and throw it out there, and then if it sucks kind of thing? Because like, I'm just such a fucking perfectionist with this shit, and that's why it takes forever for shit to get done. But I feel like I've been like looking at a lot of shit, like, you know, I'm really like targeting Yu-Gi-Oh dudes, and like, but I don't have like life points or anything. It's like chunky stuff, like cards are your life and shit. Is that going to be too weird? Are people going to understand that? Like, are the Yu-Gi-Oh fellas going to be okay with this shit? Are they going to get it? Like, so I was thinking about like, I just keep like kind of backpedaling in some ways. Like, do I need to go back to like some kind of life points thing? I might need to rebalance like a lot of people's numbers and stuff. Like, I think attacky guys are a little too strong, which is fine. Like it works. It's fast. So I went back actually. I have a bunch of my older prototypes like still on Tabletop Simulator. Look at this fucking mess. Like I was like really into this whole version and stuff, but I started playing it and I'm like, this is way too fucking complicated for what I want to do. So I'm kind of happy with the progress that I've made, because it just tells me that this was a game. Like, it worked. You can play it, but it's not what I want it to be. It's like, I want the fucking Pokemon, Persona, every RPG ever. You run up to somebody, encounter, we're doing a thingy for like a minute and a half, done. Next person. Like, and to get that kind of pace, I was not getting that pace of that kind of thing. This games were lasting like 10, 15 minutes. And I'm also like hoping that like how fast this goes. It goes really fast, which is good. That's what I want to do. I'm hoping it's not like too random. I'm hoping there still feels like there's some strategy to it. And to kind of amplify that, I was thinking about maybe like the basic shit with the game is like you have these little action point starry fuckers and shit, whatever. I put these over here now. And you can spend these to draw a card, or to like, you know, cards have star thingies. You can play them. So if you played Yu-Gi-Oh, this is like a normal summon and a draw. They're just mixed in the same thingy. So if you want, you can play like this guy has 2, this guy has 1, boom. You could play those. Or if you wanted to, you could draw, draw. You could draw 3 cards and not play anything. Do whatever you want. I had a thingy where it was like kind of going up every turn. Like, so start with turn, you got 1, next turn you get 2, and then from then on you get 3 and stuff. And that, I think, had a nice curve to it. Like, it made games feel a little more, I don't know, maybe baseline appealing, but like, I think it does get a little faster with this shit. Like, if you just have 3 from the get-go, but I started like worrying maybe about like, might be too busted if you just give them like as an analog, basically. You can play Blue Eyes for free on your first turn, like with this. You don't draw any cards, you can play Blue Eyes, okay, if you know Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. And then your next turn, you can play another one. Is that too strong? Because everybody's going to be this powerful. Like, everybody is this strong. So is that okay? Is that too fast? Versus, like, you know, you draw a card or play a 4-star guy. Next turn, play Summon Skull, draw 2 cards. Like, do whatever. Okay, third turn, now you can play Blue Eyes for free, or you contribute, blah, blah, blah. Like, and it sounds really powerful when it compared to, like, other games. Like, it's not a really direct comparison because Yu-Gi-Oh has a different way of combat than I do. But it's like, it's kind of similar, and I'm kind of going for that kind of thing. Like, kind of keep it going, keep it fast. But, yeah, like, that's, I don't know, man. Major imposter syndrome shit, maybe, or maybe the game is actually bad. I can't fucking tell at this point. I'm trying to see if there's, like, another strategy element I could work in. Like, you know, these refresh every turn, so you just fucking spend them as you want to. Maybe there could be a thing where, like, you lose it, like I was thinking, like, calling these things, like, your limit stars or whatever, and then you can break them, limit break, and then you get the next turn, you have fewer points or something, but you got something really strong by doing this or something. That's a whole bunch of bullshit. Nobody cares. Yeah, that's where this is. Intermin, thank you for the 12 months, by the way, with your Prime sub. Hello. Creating something new needs the combination of the two, factual and brain, because we only create something new, though, through what we already know about. Of course, steal everything. Well, you steal from everybody and then make it your own. As a Yu-Gi-Oh dude, it seems fun to me. Definitely simplified, but seems real fun. Kind of reminds me of Dungeon Dice Monsters kind of system. That's kind of what I'm going for. And, like, I think the appeal, like, just what I really want to get from this, I think comes through with, you know, this whole system where this guy, I attack you, you draw a card to take a damage, right? Like, so you get rewarded for getting hit. Like, Yu-Gi-Oh doesn't have, like, a comeback mechanic type thing. And then if I hit you again, hang on, let's see if he fucking gets one. There it is. If I hit you and you have, like, this little icon on it, then you don't take a damage. You heal. You don't get to take the damage at all. And that, like, feels really cool. It keeps you in the game. Feels like a super heart of the cards ass bullshit moment. And that's what I'm trying to go for. Like, I'm trying to, like, reinforce this anime garbage and basically baking into the system anime comeback bullshit. But it's limited, and there's only 3 of them in your 20 card deck. I'm just trying to figure out, like, how everything works too, because, like, this guy, like, if on turn 1 I could play this dude, you know, he has 6,000 power. That's like, you gotta be able to clear that to do any damage. Like, I'm not gonna be able to hit anybody. Like, if anybody's in the main spot, this little big spot here, you cannot be attacked directly. So this guy, if I only have this guy who has 3,000, I can't do anything. I can't do anything against this guy. So I could attack him and die. You know, that's about it. I could, like, the thing with this system is, like, this guy's 3,000, he's 3,000. I could attack into him. He dies. Now he isn't 6,000 anymore. He's 3,000. So now I could collide this, and now we both die. Like, I could do it that way. Which, like, Yu-Gi-Oh doesn't let you, like, you know, combine people into attacks and stuff. But I really like it. It feels really cool. So I like that angle a lot. What the hell are you doing? So I kind of like this angle a lot to it, but I've been, like, considering, is that too strong if, like, on turn 1 you could just plop down this big wall and shit? Like, should there be other ways to deal damage? Because, like, in Yu-Gi-Oh they just say tough titties. Like, if I have, you know, my labyrinth wall on turn 2 and you don't have anything that can clear 3,000, you're just sitting there drawing cards, stalling, hoping you can fucking get anything. And it kind of works in older Yu-Gi-Oh stuff because you're only drawing 1 card and playing 1 card per turn outside of, like, special summon bullshit. But that's what the game turns into, is, like, everybody, you're basically fishing for a card that hopefully deals with this situation. So that's, like, what I'm kind of leaning toward. Like, maybe it's fine if, you know, just there are these things that you just kind of have to have ways to deal with. Like your deck needs to find some way to open this up. Every deck needs to basically have some way to get something out of this spot so you can attack directly or deal damage, like, however. Because if he had a guy here, he would have to die before I could attack directly and stuff. I was thinking about trying this thing with, like, lanes and shit. Like, I can attack over here because there's nobody here. I can attack over here because there's nobody here, but I couldn't attack directly here. But that felt a little too crazy, and it also really sucked when, like, you know, you have 1 hit left, you only have 2 guys on the field, and he's like, okay, my turn, I play a guy over here, I win. It's just like, it's really stupid. So always having basically something that forces interaction, aka some fucker in the middle, is like, you always got to deal with at least this one guy. It's like, yes, you don't have to deal with every card, like in Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, not every single card has taunt. You can just kill the guy in the center, and then even if I had, like, dudes over here, you could, like, gun for the center, or you could try to kill my side guys. Why would I kill your side guys? Because next fucking turn, I can tribute their ass. I got this 4-star guy here. I can go boom, boom, 1, 2, bam. Now I got my 4-star guy out, and because they're alive. So, like, now you got to think about, do you want to kill the guys on the side? Do I want to attack directly? Also, attacking directly gets them a card. They could heal it, shit like that. Like, it actually has a fun level of strategy to it, and I like it. The more I play it, like, I really like it, but I'm just trying to, like, iron out every little thing, and maybe that's just stupid. Maybe it's just stupid to try and iron out everything. I should just fucking wing it and throw it out there and then let people try it and then fix it, you know, instead of getting so caught in the weeds with this stuff. But it's hard not to when you're the only one working on it and you're stuck with your brain and a spreadsheet for 90% of the day. But I think it'll be good. I think just the system works and it'll be fine. It does exactly what I want it to. It's very simple. I was fucking with the idea of cards having 2 stats and stuff, but making it just 1 is already way faster. It's way easier, and the combat feels really cool. I like it. I might have to fix some numbers on guys. I might have to play with how fast you get these and stuff like that. Like, do I do the 1, 2, 3 thing? Or, you know, if I really want speed, do you just start at 3 all the time? And you got to be able to hit 3, because if you just have 2, the way this game works, the board doesn't move, and it sucks. I think 3 is, like, the max it should probably go outside of special circumstances. So, like, yeah, shit like that. Also, probably have cards, too. Like, I think this will be another fun element if you guys played Duel Masters before. Have cards that, like, I attack you, and then you draw the card. There'll be an effect that says, you know, if you drew this card by damage, like, I got hit. It's like, I'm going to illustrate it this way. Okay, so he's attacking us. We draw a card. It has this effect that I'm talking about. And whenever this effect goes off, you can play this card for free. And these cards will naturally have higher costs to compensate for that. So this guy probably, like, going to cost either have shitty stats or he's going to cost 2 or something. So if you draw him normally, he's going to be 2 to play him. But if you get him through damage, oh shit, he comes out for free, and it's real hype, and it's real fun. So, like, shit like that, too, will also be really exciting to keep the game, like, fun. I love shield trigger stuff in Duel Masters. It's really cool. Shield trigger, you got heals. You have 2, like, trap card spots and stuff. Oh, hang on, didn't fucking work. Give me a fucking. There we go. So, you know, like, he'd attack. Boom, I activate this thingy. There we go. Like, you have this. You got the little dudes that can be played for free or something. You also got heal potential. Like, there's a bunch of ways to keep people in the game, which is really cool. And I think it's fun. So, with that many defensive options, I think speeding up the game by letting people have 3 points at the start is fine, you know? I don't think it's going to be the end of the fucking world. But it's all balanced stuff. I still got to get people to play test it and see. And that is the big, long update thingy. I feel like the system works. I think it's fine. But yeah, I was putting together this fucking video on it, and then I got really self-conscious. I'm like, oh, hang on, this sucks. It sucks, and everybody's going to hate it, and everybody's going to hate you, and they're going to think you're stupid, and they're going to go like, wow, you spent a fucking year and a half on, and this is all you got to show for it? Talk about cringe, buddy. I'll be like, no, it's not cringe. It's really cool, I think. Maybe it sucks. I don't know. But I think it's okay. So that's where I'm at with this shit. I don't know if doing anything with this today, but I was doing some fucking calculations for Yu-Gi-Oh shit earlier that I could maybe go over, but I might just do a YouTube video on that stuff. Like, I don't know I feel like I might need to make like another channel for this bullshit. Like, I can't upload 10 minutes of talking about Yu-Gi-Oh stuff, like the anatomy of card game stuff, to my channel and expect anybody to watch it. Like, maybe something like a card game specific or a game design specific channel thingy. I feel like if I just keep what's on my channel is like more like personal, hey, here's the thing I'm doing, or easier to watch type things as much as I can. I think that'll be better. So I'm not going to bore you right here with all that bullshit. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I could always fix it with later updates and stuff, you know? Like, if there's... if there's anything that's true about fucking card games, is they always suck when they come out. Every fucking card game's first set usually sucks. Unless you're buddy fight and you're crazy. But that's like... Old-ass Yu-Gi-Oh stuff is all just fishing for your overpowered spell or your overpowered trap card. Just bullshit out your monster that nobody can do anything about. Also, finding to give people options, like choosing what variation of the rules they want to play by. Like, maybe, but like... You know, the illustration I try to give is like... Let me pull this up. Boo, boo, boo. I was thinking about some kind of rule shit too, because like my big plan for this kind of stuff was I wanted to like capture as many I wanted to make this like grand unified card game thing where like you could play with the same set of cards and they played like Magic or they play like Yu-Gi-Oh and shit like that, and just depending on what like style you had, it worked and stuff. But just the idea of learning different rule sets for things, just that was going to slow it down too much. Like, here, let me illustrate like what I'm talking about. This is what I'm looking for the fucking game. You are goddamn Mega Man ass walking around bullshit, okay? And then when you go up to people, like, or just something happens, you're walking around town and shit. And then here it goes. Go to a place, talk to somebody, and they'd be like, hey. You talk to literally anybody. Go to some place, talk to somebody, and then they'll be like, hey, we're going to play Pokemon Trainer type thing. Oh my god, tank controls, you can do it. Bam, this person's like, hey, let's play the game. Boom, cut to battle scene. So it can't take too fucking long. Like, I want to have these two distinct parts of the game, walking around, go to somebody, play the fucking card game, and then within like a minute and a half or 2 minutes, you're out. Now you're back here. If they got to spend time learning every rule set, setting all that bullshit, like that's going to cut it down. And I think like I have such a distinct vision for what this is going to look like in my head. It's so hard to convey to people. I think they keep expecting or wanting a card game, which will be there. Like, they're going to be like half health for these little tiny battles and then full health for like dudes. Like, this is a speed duel battle, right? 4,000 life points against your rando. 8,000 life points against the boss. If you know fucking Yu-Gi-Oh, that should make sense. So like that shit should go way faster, and that's the goal. So I have like kind of modular healthy stuff that'll work with this. And I think this will do what I want it to. I'm just trying to figure out like, this is the next part I'm probably going to work on today, is just figuring out exactly what this little battle scene looks like and shit. If I can like maybe get some references for things. I'm not gonna do anything in Unity, I think, like right now, but I think just like kind of get an idea for what this should look like when you fight people and stuff. You know, just like your fucking Final Fantasies, your every fucking game, you're on an overworld, you go to a thing, you go to a battle screen, and then you back in the overworld. Like that's it. And that little battle screen thingy doesn't take too damn long. Ryan, thank you for the 1,000, by the way. Can't stay for the stream because of a really early work day tomorrow, but wanted you to know that you're really sweet and everything you've been showing us is fantastic. Superhead watches Project Grow. Thank you very much for your support. That is very sweet of you. Thank you. Appreciate you. Hi, Glitch. Hello. Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh was boring as shit for a real long time. I was just like, did I get the card I wanted? Nope. Did I get the card I wanted? Nope. Okay, you win. I just break down games psychologically, and I feel like I talk too much and bore my viewers too. Dude, I know. I have too many words in my head, but nobody cares, and I say them all the time. I missed a bit on Speed Duel. I saw the packs for Speed Duel sets at work, and thought, what the hell is Speed Duel? It's just, you know, half Yu-Gi-Oh, lower power level type stuff. It's like, and that's cool. They have the skills and stuff too. I want like maybe something with the skills and shit. Like, still, I'm really trying to get like, you know, people that are into Final Fantasy, that are into all these other fucking games, to enjoy it. Like, I want the story alone to be like so enticing and so good with this shit that it's like, even if you're not really into card games, it'll still work. I think appealing to like this little card game as fantasy still would be really fun too, but I want to do like something fun and wacky with it. Like, yeah. Oh, also, I didn't mention this either, but fucking Nier comes out, just random off the topic. Nier comes out Friday, and I will definitely be doing something with that. So that'll be a fun thing, I hope, for people. Super excited for that. I don't think I streamed Automata or anything, but I'll probably be really excited to play Automata and Drakengard and shit like that after that. That'll be fun. Yeah, I don't know what it's gonna look like when you walk up to somebody, like in Pokemon. I think like a good example is, I was thinking about something like this, kind of like X and Y. I think is a good example because this is about what I'm gonna be doing. Like, let me find. There we go. I think it's the best illustration. It's like Pokemon shit, you know? You're walking around on some overworld screen. Make it a little fun, like a little more platformy stuff. You talk to somebody, or somebody challenges you or something. Card game time. Boom! Battle screen happens. Alrighty, and then little portrait thing. Fight this fucker. Deck shuffling animation. Da-da-da, boom, boom. Let's go. And then already, like, we're in the game. So loud. And then, like, gotta be real fast on, what are you playing? Da-da-da, go. Da-da-da, 1, 2, 3, pick your things, go. Okay, what are you doing? This is you, like, looking at a hand of cards and shit. Let's do all this stuff. Obviously, like, I hate how slow menus are in Pokemon. I want them to be, like, I'm talking like 1-frame menus for this shit. And like this kind of like angle too, this like 3/4 angle going on is pretty dynamic. Realistically, what a solo motherfucker could get done. I'm definitely not fucking 3D modeling every fucking card you're out of your goddamn mind. But like I'm thinking maybe something like Duel Links where the cards are on the field and like an image of the card is kind of like floating there. I'll pull it up in a sec. Big fucking card. Da-da-da-da-da, do your shit. Da-da-da, there you go. And like the hand sizes are going to be pretty tiny too, so I don't think it's going to be hard to parse through things. Keep everything like pretty simple and stuff. All these animations aren't going to be there. None of this bullshit. Like the thing that will be stopping the game the most, which is why I went with this instead of playing like cards from your hand, you know, like if you have trap cards type thing, playing them from your hand, like in response to something the opponent does. Every time the opponent does something, it has to like stop you. Hey, do you want to use the fucking card? No, and you have to hit yes or no every fucking time. Yes, there are ways to design around it, but if I want to do any type of multiplayer thing, if I don't want to deal with goddamn stupid netcode stuff, the easiest way is to do like a state machine thing where it's like, game is here. I pick this. Game stops. Do you want to do this? Yes, no. Yes? Okay, game continues until the next breakpoint, basically. That requires no delay, no nothing. It doesn't matter. That is super easy to do online. So like he's gonna do something here. Do you want to activate a trap card thing? Yes, no. This little prompt would come up. Then you activate it or not, depending on if you have them or down. Have them down or whatever. So just the fewer prompts I can have, the better. Like, I was just playing around with shit in Tabletop Simulator and other things. Like, if you have a handful of, like, five hand traps in Yu-Gi-Oh! Or whatever, or instants in Magic, and every fucking move they make, it has to go, do you activate a thing? Do you activate a thing? Do you activate a thing? It's going to slow it down way too much. You just gotta go. So I think having only 2 spots for those kind of things is good. Keeping, like, things that interrupt the opponent's turn pretty low, and it'll be okay because you have heals. You have cards that come out for free when you get hit. You get to draw cards, like all this other shit. Like, you can do things when it's not your turn. There's plenty that you can do. Amir, thank you for gifting a sub. Hello, dude. Luna Wolf, enjoy the emotes. You don't have to model each card, just make a single model, and then graphics would need to be applied. Yeah, exactly what I'm going to do. Like, it's just going to be a card model, and then it's going to load in programmable object, scriptable object thing. What card is it? And it's going to grab everything from the database. Here's the picture, here's the text, here's the effect, done. Like, I'm just a big old database of everything, and then set whatever the card is. It's going to pull it all. I'm not going to fucking model everything. But I mean, I was talking about like 3D models, like the fucking Forbidden Memories 3D Blue Eyes and Dark Magician that do the animations and shit. Hell no, I'm not doing that. And also, like, as well, like in X and Y, there's no trainer on the field here. We're kind of in like a barren hellscape, and it looks really depressing. I want to have like some kind of more fun environments and stuff like that. And like, these animations take way too fucking long, obviously. Like, I want really, real snappy stuff. I don't got time to wait here for all this bullshit. Like, even something as simple as this. When, right here, when he goes to the menu and hits peck, that thing where it has to, you hit peck, the button has to do this whole fucking thing. How many frames is this? From where you hit the button. Okay. All right, the sound played, he touched it. And it waits forever. All right. 1, 2. Okay, now button gets smaller. 3, button bigger. 4, button bigger. 5, a little smaller. 6, a little smaller. 7, a little smaller. For some reason, I'm still here. 8, I'm still here for some reason. 9, for some reason, the button's still here. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Do the fucking move! It takes 16 frames to do a fucking move. Like that, I can't stand that shit. Like, I hate these fucking menus. Because it contributes to things feeling shitty. Like, you don't think about it, like, consciously when you're playing these fucking games, but if you think Pokemon battles take too long, this is fucking why. Like, hit the button, go. I don't need a stupid fucking little pretty animation. Just go, do it. Play the fucking card. And it's like, I could do the animation, all this stuff. Like, I'm gonna have like animations. Like, I think Dual Link stuff is the closest thingy. It's gonna be something. Anybody? Who cares? Do some gameplay. Okay, this angle right here, like where they have like this same kind of 3/4 angle thing going on, and like you see what I'm talking about with the portrait coming out, like the art coming out of the thing. That's probably what I'm gonna do. Like, there's like a flat field that you're playing things on, and holograms that kind of come out and shit. And like, these menus are kind of faster. And this one's like, when does he touch it? Okay. 1, 2, no, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, okay, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 60. This is taking a whole fucking thing just to do this little switching to battle phase thing. Like, I cannot take this long.
Let's do this. I attack with a monster.
Like that right there. This though is really good. This thing here, where like, you got him, attack you,
Do this.
camera pan, like camera pans over, little dynamic camera angle, could do something like this. All right, and then also he's playing an audio cue that's also like adds some time to it, where like the character is gonna say a thing, then it plays the animation. That adds some time naturally too. If you turn the audio or the voices off, it goes way faster. So here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. He's doing a whole fuck. Hang on. Yeah, he's doing an audio cue, but it still goes pretty quickly. That's like what, 20 something frames. I wasn't sure if he said the whole thing. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20. And look how fast it goes. Like this is what I'm talking about. Like this is really snappy and I love it. From frame 20 to frame 21, it is already like that's why that feels really good. It is like boom, boom. I have slammed over here. We got these little after image things, and then like the game like kind of catches up with it. Then like he kind of slows down. His little art kind of goes there. We hold this here, shake the screen. This like that kind of thing is gonna feel really good. This is what I'm looking for when they hit, and then whole screen shakes. He comes back and he retreats pretty quickly. It was like what, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, he comes back in half the time it took to wind up. Like he's like, boom, and then he's done. Like that. That's a really good animation arc to it. Like this is probably what I'm gonna do something similar to. Like, boom. Like it's great animation. It's exactly what I'm talking about. And like that's what I think is gonna happen instead of the Pokemon thing where they're sitting here for 10 years. Tackle, get him to do it, wait, do the text, da-da-da. Obviously, some animations are not as long as other ones and stuff. But yeah, like I feel like something like that, where it's like we have like kind of a field thing going on, a flat surface kind of at like an angle here, with the cards are on top of kind of thing, and like the pictures are coming out and you're seeing them like from this kind of angle or something. Will be really cool. Then like maybe you can hold a button to see like a top-down angle, or like you can kind of switch camera angles if you want to, something like that. And there's no trainers in X and Y. I don't know if I'm gonna have player models for everybody, so it's not gonna be outside the realm of possibility to have them like here and stuff, but that's gonna add an exponential amount of work. Like they're gonna have to have reactions to, hey, go animation for you, go attack, you do thing, you do this. Like it could be really immersive and like work really well for that. But it's a lot of work, man. So I'm like, I might not have it at the start, just to get it fast, you know, just to get it going. I feel like that could be a feature for either the full game kind of thing or like a sequel. We can go like, hey, now you can see your person on the field, because Pokemon didn't fucking do that, and I am not all of goddamn Pokemon Company Game Freak making this shit. I'm just one dude. I think that's okay. That's a fun thing too. I like the hand coming out here. That's not too much. Like maybe something like this, potentially like changing to this angle for something like go finish him, big attack, like kind of change the camera angle here and do something fun potentially, you know. And I like these little 3D like arenas they have in X and Y specifically. Like these are all just like little circles, and we have a little, basically a picture of a forest back here, and then we have like a kind of little grass texture thing going on, and then this little thingy down here kind of highlighting the environment with our dude in it. It's got a really charming look. I like it. And I think something similar to this, and just like this one too, like even like this different like foresty area, like shit like that, I think will give it some gravity. And maybe even shit like in Forbidden Memories where you have like a field card, it can change maybe what it looks like. I don't know how detailed those will need to be. Depends on how crazy the field cards get, because that's, I don't know about modeling a whole ass new environment for every single like field card type thing. That's asking for a lot, but like there's the potential's there for like doing something like that maybe. Yeah. Anyways, audio voices in the game, absolutely. There's gonna be. I am looking to make this sound like a dub that came from the 90s. I wish I could see the dual set display like this. Yeah, it'd be cool. I get why they don't, because that game is a cheap shovelware, but it'd be cool if it did. Like that. God, that game is so clunky. In Pokemon, I think the little animation on button presses is fine, but definitely takes too long after the animation is finished. Yeah, that's the problem. It's like this thingy isn't terrible. Like I don't prefer this, but I know it's not the end of the fucking world when you hit like this little thing. But this part where it goes, I hit the button and it's like doing its fucking thing, and then I have to wait for the thing to go back. Like that, why? That's like double the time of animation go back, stay on it, then it plays. And you don't think about this consciously as you're playing the game. You really don't notice it, but that time adds up, and it feels really clunky when you do it. And like they're loading up the animation and stuff. That's, you know, probably why it's there. But versus, you know, when I came from like I came from Undertale speedrunning, okay? This game has 1 frame menus. This is what I want. This is what I'm talking about. Fucking any battle in this game has 1 frame for a decision. Like, he's gonna hit this button here. Whenever he feels like it. Like this. So he went to the right. And like it's simple, but like it works. 1 frame. Boom. I'm already here. I can do it. Like I can hit right, enter again, and just immediately, within as fast as I can humanly press it, the action will go. That's what I'm looking for. Like as soon as you check it, it is like instantaneous. Boom. And like it's deload, it's like unloading this thing within 1 frame. However, the cursor is here. You can mash fast enough. If you go duh, you are on this menu, even though this thing is still animating this way. So like as long the animations can play, but as long as you can like cut them off and mash through it, I think it'll feel really good. That's like what I'm looking for, is like as soon as you hit the button, the cursor is there, bam bam. And like even if it like an animation is going or it's loading something, because I want to be able to speed run this game. Like that is another really important thing for me. And this game controls like goddamn butter. Helps that it's like so lo-fi with shit too. Like yeah. But that's I feel like that's probably gonna be what it turns into. Like something like this, but in like Pokemon-y stuff. Do we have like any other? Just getting out of this shit. Like I don't think there's gonna be any of none of this nonsense. No, like maybe this could be here, like a little portrait cutaway thing, but like this whole thing, or he does a little flippy dip, he comes out and stuff. Like man, I don't know, man. I don't know about this. Like maybe for some really big things, but gotta kind of keep it realistic with what I could do. And like even that right there, like it looks cool with him like popping out of it and stuff. But you don't necessarily need this whole camera pan coming out thing.
Let's battle. It's over. Go, Dark Magician. Dark magic attack.
Wait for him to say the thing, and boom. Like that's a really good effect too. Like this kind of thing where
Dark magic attack.
or he, you know, he's gonna be back here, then he's already where, like within 1 frame, he's already where, you know, a monster would be. And then next frame, double it. Now I'm like closer to where you are, easing in or easing out, and then boom, I'm hitting you directly, and then it holds there, screen shakes, explosion thing plays, Screen's still shaking. He comes back. Screen stops shaking. Play the animation, and then like immediately like boop, boop, little thing comes up. Like that feels great. It feels really good to do shit like that. And if you combine it with snappy button presses, I think like the chunky feeling I'm looking for will be there, where it's like boom, hit him again, boom, kill a guy. Like as long as that feels good, I really don't think it'll matter, frankly, what kind of combat resolution you have. As long as it feels good to slam into people, I think it'll be cool. So like that's a big priority for me, is making sure that can work, which means you have to kind of keep it low spec so it can run that fast on anything. Like it can't be too intricate, because it's going to take longer to, load shit between devices and stuff. It's like as minimalist as it can get while still running really well, which I think is going to be helped by the going for the Mega Man Legends type look for stuff. Like there was that other, what is it, Tag Force? Let's look at like the last one. Tag Force 6. Okay.
What's up?
Like these games have this kind of angle going on, which is still like kind of it, but it's like it's like I think an angle like this is gonna exist, where like you see that they're kind of doing the cinematic thing, where it's like it's still a little tilted, it's not completely flat. It's like something's going on. And like I like this idea too, where I think it'll still be like more chunky Mega Man Legends-y looking, pixely Forbidden Memories looking bullshit. But over here, we can have like a full resolution or like a double resolution version of the card, text, everything it does, like on the side and shit like that. I think this kind of layout is, I think, what I'm gonna go with. Like something like this kind of HUD, like cards at the bottom, this thing over here, and then like in this area we have the this little Dual Links kind of look going on with stuff, which like Dual Links on PC kind of has that look. I just need to figure out how tilted, how everything looks. I feel like that's enough to kind of go off of, right? It's like there's a limit to the number of games you can make. Can always add additional cool effects and stuff in later games. Exactly. I keep fucking trying to put. I feel like it's gonna be a while. It's gonna be a hot minute before I get like the thing that I kind of have in mind. But I want to get I want to get halfway there. I want to get some way there with this kind of stuff. But yeah. Now that I'm seeing it, these do take a while. That shit lasts a long time for some games. Like when you compare it to other stuff that's just really snappy, you really feel it. It's just like, playing Ultimate versus playing Melee. Like it is night and day when you touch those games. When you hit the A button and it takes at least 6 frames for the thing to come out, versus Melee, you hit it and boom, there it is. Like there's a lot to be said for this stuff. So like for as pretty as games get, they always get slower to kind of compensate, and I hate it. I think we're at a point now though where, your Shovel Knight stuff was kind of nostalgic for people that grew up with that shit. The people my age are now getting into the industry and getting around to making indie games and stuff. And I'm seeing a lot of people go for this like PS1 ass look, N64 type shit, and it's powerful enough that we can kind of do those things at 60 FPS and be really snappy. So I'm not too worried about getting the performance like where I want it for that. But yeah, I got that. I think I know what I want to do for this battle system. I think the next thing would be, I can probably prototype this in Unity now, like something like it. Like I don't think I need to make. I could make some models in Blender. Like I'll have to figure out, like I'll have to look into like the UI canvas shit to figure out like what needs to be modeled and what doesn't. Like this, I don't think this is like a 3D model here that they put anything on. I think this is like a UI surface that they're kind of fucking with. Like I don't think there is a model, like there's any polygons attached to this thing that has this little card texture on it. I think it's just a UI layer that's being drawn on. That like, you know, the card has a 3D model, I think. I could be wrong. Like it could be like a fake 3D thing too.
And remember, I love you.
Dude, Matsu, hi. Thank you so much for 36 months. That's fucking 3 years. Nice. Y'all are great. Thank you very much, dude. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for being here. I really want to fucking go to too many games, dude. I really want to go. I think it'd be fun to do that shit again. Be cool to hang out with everybody. I know. Fingers crossed. I hope so. I miss cons so much. We're gonna try and do Stay in Japan at least. Like even if I'm not a guest this year, I really want to go. I think it'd just be really, really fun to go to a fucking con after an entire year of nothing. Yeah, for sure. Not the next time, you know. Yeah, I think it is a canvas object. I think they might have even used Unity to make this game. I'm like, I can't confirm that, but like, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, why not? Like, just the way it looks, I could tell by the pixels. Like Hearthstone too. Like, I don't think Hearthstone. Like this shit is like, you know, they have some 3D stuff. Like in here, like that right there, that's a little 3D thing right there. These I think are 3D, but this could also be fake. Like I like how this interface looks too. Like all this stuff here, like this is nothing fancy, right? There's nothing fancy pants. It's pretty straightforward. Like that too. Like you look at the animation for attacking. They both do this. Duel Links and Hearthstone, and a lot of like the nice chunky games. It makes sense. So we start in like the base position, right? And then when he's gonna attack, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Is it going? 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Am I still doing it? I feel like at some point it just didn't go. It's a long ass windup is my point. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You could even say like 9, frame 8. It like hits, change the number. That pops out, let you know that this happened. Boom. This gets bigger. Animation plays as he's coming back. Wham! Little thing pops up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 7. Takes 7 frames to pop this out. Very fast. So just go like, here's how much damage you took. And then just a thing where it's like, what? Like it comes out and back in. Like I think that's a good animation tendency to make things like kind of pop. And they even have it stick around for a little longer too. Goes way small and a little bigger. Then sit there for a sec. Let you process that, I guess. And then just fade away. Yeah, that just fades away. Like, look at it all together. Looks really good. Like, you aren't really processing how many frames this shit's taking when you do it. Like, that's got a good feel to it. I think the wind-up is a little too long. Might be fun. Doesn't seem like too many games is going to do the indie showcase this year, which is disappointing. Oh, really? Which was cool. Digging Persona 3 in the background. Thank you, Uncle Liam. I love that shit. Boom. It's kind of stuff too, like, I think I like this layout more where it's like, you know, you pick something. This is pretty solid too. This is real fast. Like you pick it, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Like it's already there in like 4 frames. Already got the thing up. Like that's real solid. And then you know you pick this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Already gone. So we have like 3 to 4 frame animations on the window pop-ups. That's like looks real snappy in execution. Boom. Got it. Like I like that look a lot. I don't think you need a fancy UI for things. Like you can make it look good, but I ain't gonna overstep my bounds here. Just gonna do what I know I can do. And it's interesting that it doesn't matter how big the box is, it's still ready in 1, 2, 3, 4. Like they just make the box bigger when it shows up, even though this has 4 options. Just like even if it's a bigger one, they're still showing it this fast. Don't have to animate it like getting bigger or anything. Like this whole layout looks pretty good, very snappy. Even this kind of thing, I don't know about this. I don't know about this right here. This thing, you pick it and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Then it plays. I don't need 20 frames from me picking the card to you playing it. Play the fucking card. Like that little thing where like it flashes for a bit. You don't need that. You know, I'm not gonna do that shit. Hit it, card, boom. It's out of your hand, on the field, slam. Make it feel good. And maybe do some like fun things too where it's like, you know, when you got like a really strong card or something, it could like slam down real hard, shake the board and stuff. Boom, I got my big guy. I think Hearthstone does something similar. It's like this is closer to what I'm talking about. Like I don't know why they gotta do this little thing here. And yeah, they kind of do the little flash for the set thing. I don't think you need to do that. But then like as soon as it's done doing its little flashy bullshit. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's already there. Like, look how fast this is. It's like here, it's like sitting there. We're doing it for a second. We're loading, and then it's like, boom, 2 frames. That's it. Boom, 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 boom. We're on the fucking board. Like that. I think that looks really good. Swag, play card, 7 frame, slam animation. Yeah, like I think that would be realistic. Also, hi. How you doing? Sound effects depending on the level of the card or type. Yeah. Like I think they I think Hearthstone does something similar with like the how strong something is. I don't know if they're gonna do any in this little gameplay thingy, but like I know like you drop fucking Deathwing. They play the whole animation, but like still they do like I even like for the ogre dude, the boulder fist guy. I think they even do it. I think he's a little chunky. Like he drops, kind of little dinky. But I think him dropping, this is still like way bigger. I can drop this guy, right? And then so here from you letting go, you confirm. They really embellish this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. But look at this. This is what I like about Hearthstone. It took 19 frames for this to like kind of do its little animation thing to go here. You can start hitting these buttons. This is what I'm talking about when I'm like be able to interrupt animations. Like Hearthstone, you can interrupt everything, and I love that. Like, even if he's still coming out, I can go over to Fireball and Fireball someone else, and then as soon as his animation is done, it'll queue up Fireball, play Fireball immediately. And like it's good. It's good shit. Like that's what I'm talking about. And then he holds for a sec. Let him hang there. He's real big. Oh boy. When's he gonna drop? Holy shit. He's stand there for a fucking second. And then, right. Teleports 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're dropping through the canvas thing. 3, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Already got the cloud out. And look, it draws like over the card like that too. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. And like as soon as he hits, like boom, he hits the 5, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. About 60 frames for like everything to play, and like a little longer than that. To get like even the little dust cloud to go away. So he feels like when you play a big guy, it takes about like a second for him to drop. Boom! When he does drop, it's like feels good. But like even if I want to, if he's taking too fucking long, I can do all this other shit. Like that's really good. Being able to play the game and not just watch the game, yes, yeah. Like people like the effects though. Some people like seeing all the little effects and things, the bells and whistles, and that's fine. That's what I mean. Like they'll be there if you want your little bells and whistles, but I want my Undertale ass 1-frame animations, dude. I don't got time. It does come out relatively quickly. Yeah, exactly. I play effects first, and then I turn them off. Exactly. I want to see the move, and then I just never again. I still think something like this will be fine, just in general. This thing here, where like, oh, he doesn't attack directly. Like this part here. Really fast. Kaboom! That is fine. I think that can play every time. That is a super fast animation. That's I think is about as fast as like a tackle is in Pokemon. Take care, Junior. And also too, like I think Duel Links is a good comparison to like what I'm kind of talking about. Like. Fight this little stupid Josh motherfucker. This game is over in 2 turns. And I think that's okay when you're fighting a little dummy. And he only has 1,000 health. Like, so it's just like a little quick thing to teach you, hey, here's how this thing works. I think something like this would be good for the game too. Like, hey, here's how you use these types of cards. Boom, boom. It could be like through a whole duel, maybe. We could do a Yugi Kaiba duel type thing at the beginning, like kind of run you through an entire game and let you feel it, but I don't know. I think maybe learning it early on, like at school or something, and then later on having like a big moment with it after you've learned it would be more interesting. Like I like them kind of breaking it up to like the smaller thing here. Like, this is teaching you how this fucking shit works. This does not take very long at all. And then he's already, like, fucking dead. And you can, if you didn't have this stupid bullshit, it would have already be over. How long did that take? Even with tutorial prompts as well. Battle comes in at, like, what? 5:07? We're done at... Yeah, about 6:27, so that took like 1 minute, 20 seconds. That's perfect. That's fine. That's what I'm kind of looking for. And then you have your average battles can go, slightly longer. I think that's fine. Like this whole little fight with Joey and stuff. I don't think this takes super long. Yeah, it starts like 12, including all the loading animations and shit. $12:12 ends 15. So that's like 3 minutes 45. 2 minutes 45. Yeah, 2 minutes and 45 seconds. That's great. That's good. That's what I'm looking for. Walk around your fucking Mega Man Legends ass town. Then you go fight a motherfucker. And then you do a little card game. And then you walk up somebody. I think this will work. Hey, ding dong. Huh? You want to play a card game? You want to fight me, you fucking baby? Let's go. And then transition, card game fight. This thing happens. Pachoo. Doing a little thing. Go. Play the fucking game. Done. Done in like, 3 minutes-ish. Hopefully less than that. Cut back over here. Wow, you're really strong. Here's fucking $10, kid. Go to the card shop. Buy a bunch of card packs. Go do a job. Get a bunch of things. I think that's good. Potentially using the same effects that casino and loot boxes use have that positive effect for destroying or activating specific effects, building on the excitement for players, plus provides positive reinforcement for making micro achievements. Absolutely. I want to reward them for everything. Just playing the game. I want it to feel really good. I think that is what will, I think, differentiate this from a lot of other things. I want this to be like designed for a controller, for like a console RPG experience. There's not many things like this, like what I'm talking about. Fucking regular ass JRPGs is the closest thing I can think of. But I want the card system to feel really good, and I think that feeling will help here. It's really a lot of it's trying to figure out where. I just hope it kind of stays the same. Like fucking Final Fantasy X, for example. This is probably a bad one to look at because this is still way out of my pay grade. I'm not gonna be doing fucking Final Fantasy X stuff. But I think even going around, getting into a fucking fight. That was a long fight. Here we go. Get a rando fight. This is still a fucking tutorial. Hang on. Give me a fucking normal ass one. Wow, Seymour shows up early. I don't remember him showing up that early. That was a fucking boss fight. Where's a goddamn rando with Yuna? Yeah, here we go. Well, this is still a fucking tutorial, but hey, we can show it. So this kind of stuff. This kind of thing right here. Walking around. I don't want random encounters. It's gonna be random encounters. You're gonna see them on the overworld and stuff. But hey, you're walking around. Also, it's really cool how primitive this is when you look at this. Same thing with learning how Kingdom Hearts shit works. That's just a picture that cuts off right there. This is just a skybox. That's all pictures of trees down there. There's the models don't start till over here. And we go to this, and this is a little battle thing, kind of inspired by where you're at. I think it kind of has a good sense of space to it, but I think it's still always no matter where you are on the road, it's going to load this this arena you get to. Look how fast that was. This is what I'm fucking talking about. Why does every card game suck? Look at this. Look how fast this was. This is what I'm goddamn talking about. Okay? Right here. Menu loads up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. It took 14 seconds for the menu, it took more 4. But he's thinking. Then he's boom, Pick it. 1. Pick the target. Next frame, he goes, pick target, attack, next frame on that guy. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He took a sec to, I think, hit the button, but like it goes. That's what I'm talking about. I hit the goddamn button, do the fucking thing. I don't want to sit there and wait for a little whoop. Boom. Done. Hit the card. Bam. I think that making it feel like this, like, because I feel like so many card game video games are just so goddamn tedious with their stuff. Having this kind of layout
You kept up with him pretty well.
will go a long way of just like making it feel good.
A flyer, my kind of customer.
Boom, boom. And they're kind of like moving the camera around and shit, like to give you a better feel for where you are and stuff. But then like immediately we're back. We know we fade to black. Thing happens, fade to black, windscreen, fade to black, load here. Walk around. Also fixed camera angle for this. I don't think I'll do fixed camera angle for stuff. I think I like you being able to move the camera, more immersive.
That looks like trouble.
But this is the same, like the same fucking thing as this. Like this is the same exact map. Just like, hey, you're still on this road, so we're still loading this place.
Told you, sick of an age.
It's like as long as like I think whatever map this is looks close enough to where you are, I think I don't need to worry too much about like immersion. Or it could be like a fun little, we're teleporting to the special card dimension kind of thing, you know? Shadow game type fighting in hell bullshit. But yeah, like, you know, I've literally been listening to this fucking Besaid track so much lately. Such a good track. Where is it? Wow, we didn't get an encounter. Like, this is... It's chill. And just when you get into a fight, as long as it doesn't waste your fucking time, I think it'll feel good. It's like I'm trying to basically, like... This is what I've kind of been talking about this whole time. Like, I'm trying to cultivate this... this feeling of, like... Doing, this, like, mash A type of gameplay with this stuff. So, like, that's why I'm wondering if, like, the... You know, you only got one... You got a little star thingy that shows up. What are you going to play? You only have one card you can fucking play here, so you can draw a card, or you could do this. And I want them to be, like, kind of mapped to buttons. Like, drawing a card should be, like, some button on the controller, or you could, like, move the cursor to the deck or something like that. But just the act of you doing it will, like, eat this up. I don't think it's going to, like... I don't think you, like, do this and then you can do thing. I think you just, like, pick the thing, and then these will flip to correspond to it. Like, oh, you did it, like... Boom, and like maybe like the limit break thing, you go over here and like this is when like, you know, you break them and like you get them back and stuff or something. Yeah, so like I think just to inspire, allow, encourage to not think so fucking much on certain fights. You can think during bosses. I want it to be strategic. I think it's like it's a card game. Of course I want strategy. But also that kind of stuff can repel a lot of people, and it doesn't need to. It's like, all right, it's my turn. What can I do? I only have 2 fucking things I could do. I could draw a card, or I could play this guy. He's a 1. So that immediately starts going to the mash A thing. Like when you start cutting their options down, you get it. Versus if they start with 3, like this might be faster. Like now you can kind of pick whoever. I could play this guy. I could draw fucking 3 cards if I wanted to. Like, you can... Like, I'm not sure which one would be the best way to go. Like, all right, my turn, boom, play that guy. And then your turn, boom, play a guy. My turn, 2. Okay, next turn, 3. Like, at that point, like, I don't know if this has just some kind of, like, formality. If nothing's happening on turns 1 and 2 for you, just letting you have all 3 at the start could... Like, it works. Both versions work. It doesn't really affect them one way or the other. The game kind of balances either way as long as they both have the same amount of resources. So like, I don't know. I could see 1 being good, just like to limit your actions. And then you go to 2, and then like just naturally kind of it would get more intricate as the battle went on. But I could also see the value of, I have built a deck, so from turn 1, I know exactly what I'm doing. I'm playing this guy, no matter what. All right, turn 2, I got another one, I'm fucking playing him again. Boom. All right, turn 3, I'm drawing a card. Draw another fucking card. Okay, play this guy. Boom. Like, I think that might, it does really the same thing versus like turn 1, I can only do this. I'm gonna play this guy. Turn 2, draw a card. Draw another card. Turn 3, play this guy. Play that. Turn 4, play him again. All right, next turn. Boom, draw a card. Boom, draw a card. Put that down. Draw another card. All right, go. Like, I don't got time to sit here, chat. You know what? I want to respect people's time. If you want to be a slow ass and play the game slow, that's awesome. The game will let you do that. I don't want to do that. I want to mash buttons. I want to play a fucking card game because I know what I'm doing. Play this, go. I'm not sitting here with my fucking bullshit stuff. Go. Play the game. But yeah. Let's see what chat's saying. Hello, Rattlesnake. I don't think I've heard Walk outside of KH1. It's kind of weird. Yeah. I love how dorky these sort of adults are. Dude, they're so fun. I like Final Fantasy 10. What type of setting is your world? Sci-fi, fantasy, or reflection on reality? It's like it's like heavily inspired by, like, I think I'm gonna do a fucking Y2K angle for this one, because like I don't know if this one's gonna be the 2012 one or not. Like 2012, the 2012 shit is like a huge thing. I have this whole stupid ass story based on why 2012, like why didn't we all die in 2012, and it's like a whole thing. And I don't know if that's gonna be this or another thing. I might do Y2K stuff here. I like playing with a lot of that shit. So like close to reality, but like still its own version of it. Like Persona's a little more real. Like Pokemon is its own thing. Like I think people are really interested in exploring worlds, you know, and they like characters. They like characters going around in worlds that they wish they could go in, you know? Like people want characters they can relate with, and they kind of insert themselves into the world through these characters. So when the game's done, their brain is already doing a bunch of like fanfic nonsense, and they want more of the world. And then they buy the cards, and then they help me pay for my student loans, and there we go. Urban fantasy, kind of, yeah. I think urban fantasy would be good way to put it, but I think maybe a little more fantastical, like more sci-fi stuff. Kind of grounded in reality, but like a little goofy. Like reality turned up to 11. Like everything's very exaggerated. Pre-apocalyptic, yes. Speedrun it like Pokemon TCG. Yeah, like I actually think the Pokemon TCG is pretty good. Like that one, little lengthy. Like when I play this game as fast as I can, like let me illustrate this. This is not gonna take long. I've made it so it doesn't take fucking a long time. All right, start. Okay, actually, hang on. I don't know if we would do this mulligan thing, because that slows it down right there. Mulligan, yes, no, maybe. Boom, boom. Set that, your turn. There we go. 10 seconds for a turn. Boom, 1, 2, 3. Bounce, draw a card. Set that. Direct, boom. Direct, boom. Your turn. Ba ba ba. Da 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 Attack directly. Oh, that's will work. Boom. Attack. Stun. All right, your turn. 1, 2, 3. Da-da. Boom. Boom. Kill you. Direct. Boom. 1, 2, 3. Da-da. Da. 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 Boom. Kill him. Discard that. Boom. 2 damage. 1, 2. Fucking heal. Direct again. There we go. All right. Boom. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Draw a card. Set that. He goes to your hand. Attack directly. Heal. Attack directly again. You're dead. 120. That's me playing it like as fast as I can, including camera switches and all this bullshit. Like this game goes very fast. And that's like for at least for the speed duel thing that I'm talking about. For the ones that'll be like boss fights, you'll have more than 3 health. You'll probably have like 5 or 6. And then those will naturally be like slightly longer. Roughly 2 times longer. That's like what you get with this one. Like you can still get something similar with like the scaling one. I'm not sure which one is just better to like kind of front load this stuff. Like for the scaling one, you start with 4, and then this happens. Do this fucking thing. Boom, boom. Play that, draw. Hey, get another fucking thing. Draw again. All right, your turn. Draw 4. Boom. Put you back, put you back. Here, there on the mulligan stuff. Boom. Attack. Or was it? Do you have it? No. Okay. Attack works. Boom. 2. Turn 2. Play this down. Boom. Thingy. We both die. Discard your card. It's like this one gets a little more direct with what you can do. Kind of limits things a bit more. It's like I think the 3-1 is faster. Set that. Da. Da. Boom. Boom. Direct. This is also like playing it how I would for this stuff. Like some people might not attack directly. They might get more cards and shit. Oh, I can't set that one. Attack you. Do you have a fucking thing? Stun. Attack you. Dead. 1, 2, 3. Set that. Boom. Draw. Boom. Put you here. Boom. Another one. Fuck you. Attack that. 1, 2, 3. Did that. Draw. Play him. 1, 2. Bounce. Boom. Shield. Boom. 1 damage. Fuck you. That's like control playing as annoying as possible. Like I don't think they actually would have realistically done that move, but that's just assuming control would literally take the most amount of time possible from the clock. Because that's what they fucking do and they fucking suck and I hate control players. 1. Boom. 2. Dead. 2 minutes. Like I think decisions are a little easier at the start because you only got 1 and 2 stars, but I think I like the 3-1 more. Like I think the 3-1 feels really good, but it's like that one like kind of has a bit more of a crescendo to it, where it's like starts slow and kind of gets higher, like that thing I was talking about. Interest curves. This fucking bullshit. The thing that people like in stories that humans enjoy. This kind of thing. They like little back and forth action going on, and then it just naturally gets a little bigger, and then we got a big climax, and the game's over. Like, I think you get this more with the other system, because if you just have 3 all the time, it's like the whole time it's like it does naturally escalate because when you take damage, you get more cards and like more things happen as you get hit. So the game kind of naturally gets more exciting the more damage gets thrown around. Like I'm trying to encourage that and stuff. It's like I think this. Like I don't know. Like if I still am like here or there on which version to do for it. I think the one where you start with 3 is obviously like naturally faster. But I don't know. Some card games give you like 10 seconds to figure out what to do or bad stuff, and my brain just seizes up like, ugh, shit. Yeah, like I don't want to do like super strict time limit stuff. Thank you. Games that don't value their players' time infuriate me. Yeah, exactly. Thank God you're trying to make it fast and easy to understand. My ADHD brain will love that. Rocket Lamp, I'm thinking of people like you because I am people like you. I need things. I need this. I need this. I need this to calm my anxiety. Like, hitting buttons fast is just helps me live and not die. It calms my anxiety. It gets my heart rate down somehow. You'd think it wouldn't, but it does. It's just, yeah, like, that's what I need. I need something that is a card game I can play like a fighting game, basically, is what I'm kind of going for. Like, really fast, go. Let's do some fun shit. I would like not like Yomi and shit, obviously, but something with the same kind of like pace, the same pace, amount of time, and the same level of like shit happening and stuff. Right? Like, I'm going to hit some goddamn buttons, and I like mashing buttons, and I like the games respecting my time, that when I mash the fucking button, the thing happens. I hate having to sit there and mash a trillion times in Pokemon and wait for all the thingies to go through and the buttons to bounce and shit like that and stuff. Teppen fucks me up. It's basically players going back and forth with each other on deadlines, figure out what to do before you get hit. I like Teppen, though. Teppen is actually really close to what I'm talking about with like a fighting game paced card game, because it's like, you can encourage what they call playfulness by doing that kind of thing. Just like, it's not like a really, like, there's no, let me pull this up. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Bow, bow, ba-da-doo. This is a really good article from a Brett at Brain Good Games about playfulness. That like, there's a lot of games that are like really strategic and complex and stuff, but there's also ones that are really stressful, like chess and Go. Don't lend themselves towards playfulness. They lend themselves towards studying everything and just on a wide-eyed Coke binge, astrally projecting as far as you can and go like, I do this, he does this, da-da-da-da-da. We call that analysis paralysis, right? Playfulness is what I'm going for. Playfulness is like the fun part. Playfulness is why I fucking play games. Is a property of games that encourages players to play with their gut or creatively and minimizes the incentives to calculate, count, and solve. And they cite here Race for the Galaxy. I love Race for the Galaxy, Wingspan, Castles of Burgundy. Like, all these games have strategy. They're complicated, but like, you aren't sitting there so long on your turn. You're just going because the game encourages you to do that. And the way a lot of them do it is this action funnel is where I got this idea to do this fucking thing. Action funnels being a way to limit what people can do. Like on Go, you can play a thing anywhere. On this 19 by 19 grid, you can play a stone literally anywhere. And that's like, can be really intimidating. I love Go. I love chess. I love all these strategic things. And I think people get the wrong idea when I'm like, I'm not saying they're bad. This is what I want. And if that's not what you want, that's fine. Then this game isn't for you. But I know there are people out there who this is going to resonate with. And they're my target audience. Like having this one, for example, too, is like, this one is like, you can only put things so far away from this like little resource. Like there's a camel here. You can only put things 1 to 2 spaces away from it. So that limits, like, here's this giant board, but you're only really playing things here. They call that an action funnel, where you limit what is any system in a game that takes a wide menu of possible player actions and limits it to a subset of currently possible actions. Hands in the card game is already an action funnel. And then it goes back here, like turn timers. You can do it with turn timers, but they kind of fuck me up. Simultaneous actions are also really good. This is what Pokemon does. I was trying to figure out some way to work this in, but I don't know if I can. I think trap cards are the way I do this. Basically, like, things that happen at the same time that you kind of have to guess, like, what they're going to do. And I think that's what trap cards kind of do this thing. This is Information Horizon and stuff like that, where, like, I have to guess if you have a trap card that's going to kill me or do something bad when I do this thing. But I'm going to, even if you do, I have another card set that can, like, beat your thing, so whatever. And then maybe you don't even have anything, and I just attack anyway, right? Like, this is what you kind of get with that kind of thing. And then in Pokemon, you get you both pick a thing, and then a speed stat determines who goes first, but they both happen simultaneously. Like, you both pick. It's basically just elaborate rock, paper, scissors. That's how you get a bunch of playfulness stuff. You'll notice that, like, almost every fucking JRPG has this kind of triangle and do this kind of thing because it encourages people to do the mashing. And they just go, oh, he's a water guy, I use thunder. He's a fire guy, I'm using bubble. Got it. Try not to punish players' mistakes too harshly. I think this is super important. Increasing the complexity threshold until players give up calculating. That's a bad. I don't like that. Using systems amenable to pattern recognition or chunking. This is what I'm doing with mine, where they have the stars. You have stars that are. I think this is why this works, and it doesn't really work in, like, Yu-Gi-Oh, because, like, at a glance, I can't tell at a glance whether a card is level 8 or level 7. I can easily tell at a fucking glance whether this card is level 1 or level 2. I can see it from all the way over here. I can see this one is level 1, this one's level 2. And then I know, because these are fucking giant thingies going, hey, you have 2, and I think they'll even, like, glow with, like, what you have. It's gonna reward people to go, oh, I have 2, I can play both of these, I'll play this guy. You know, and then I play that guy, boom, he does his thing. Or if I wanted to, I can play this person. They draw a card. I'll play another card. Hey, cool, there we go. I'll attack, your turn. Like, by limiting moves with this action funnel here, saying that, you know, you get 3 moves. Do whatever the fuck you want. You can draw a card, play a dude, go for it. But that's all you're getting. And there will obviously be things that play with this that might, like, give you more, might make people cost less, stuff like that. Things that will naturally fuck up the game and make it broken by the time it's over. Allowing risky play or going all in or comeback potential. This is the thing that I'm really looking at. I want to, like, maybe have skills do something with this. Like, maybe this is where this is. This is where I'm thinking, like, some kind of way to, like, remove these. Like, you have 3 all the time, but you can, like, spend 3 to, you know, do this shit. And then you can be like, fuck, I need more. Oh, man, boom, I'm getting rid of that one. It refreshes these 2. Okay, I'm gonna tribute you and play this guy. And then on my next turn, I only have 2 or something. And then maybe I get the other one back later. Maybe I don't. You know, something where it's like, fuck it, I need all of them. Boom, boom, I have no points left over. I'm banking it all on this giant play. Go. Like, you know, maybe, and then maybe you'd get the point thing later. Like, I don't like them having nothing. Something like that is kind of what I'm thinking of for, like, a comeback potential thingy. I don't know exactly what it looks like, but that's where I would go with going all in. Like, it limits what you can do next turn or future turns and stuff, so you can cash in early and go, fuck it, all my chips on the table, let's go. Another thing that was doing that was, like, discarding cards from your hand and shit, going like, I want to play, where the fuck are you? Here we go. I want to play this guy. He's cost 3 stars. I have, I gotta move these over here. This guy costs 3 stars. I have none stars. 1, 2, 3. Playing him anyway. Like, that's another way to kind of encourage going all in, like, if you let people discard stuff. So either that or the one where you can, like, break them and stuff. Either one's going to end up in it, and I'm not sure which. I'm sure that both forms will be somewhere. Some card will do these things if it's not a system mechanic. That's a whole bunch of bullshit, but yeah, that's why I'm doing this. I want to encourage playfulness. I want to discourage you sitting there with the vein bulging out of your head going, oh my god, what do I do? Just fucking go. Play the fucking game. You part of the cards, my guy. There you go. Boom. And I think, like, these type of cards really emphasize that too. You've got these heals. You got these cards in your deck that when you draw them, let you play more. Or if you get hurt, they just keep you in the game. There'll be cards that when you get hit and they show up as, like, damage or something, you get to play them for free. Like, and you can't control that. Maybe you can. Maybe it'll be a thing that lets you do it. Whole bunch of bullshit. You get the idea. That's what I'm designing this game for. That's what I want to do. And there's a I think there is a hole in card game market for something like this. All of them try to be brainy strategy game. There is strategy here. There isn't not strategy. There is a ton of strategy with this stuff. Like, I still haven't solved it, which is a really good sign. I don't know if dumping all 3 on a guy or, like, play a 1, draw a card. I don't know if drawing 3 cards on your first turn is the way to go. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, I can't figure out what the best play style is for, like, shit. And I'm pretty good at breaking stuff. So, yeah, well, we'll see. Trap cards and flip cards are a mechanic I always loved. I love them too. Seems like people always say they want tons of options, but having limits seems like it really helps flow. Yes, it does. People want to be in control. That's what they mean by options. But if you limit what those options are, but still make them like good, then they will still feel that same feeling. I love the mind games that take place. There are face down cards in play. Exactly. Like that's what that stuff leads to. Like when you make hidden information, I don't know what this is. I can't know what it is. I can kind of guess what it is. That's why I was thinking about like maybe allowing a system where you could put any card here, you know, and then you could play these ones from it. That might be a thing that like some effect does. Like maybe some cards will be cards that do this. This might not be a system-wide thing, but like I like the idea of like you could basically bluff something. Like, nope, I don't have anything here, but I put a guy here or something. That might be just an archetype type deal or a thing, because I think making it system might be a little too wacky. I have friends that would still go, what do I do? Yeah. It's you're gonna get it. You're gonna get it. Heart of the cards play. Exactly. That's what I'm doing. Please meme the crap out of other card games in yours, please. I mean, we'll see. I want to have some references to things. So like a lot of them could fit. It's a good thing for having fewer options with a variety of ways to use those options. It promotes open-ended big brain plays. Yes. Like that's, I really like this. Like I'm happy I arrived here with this one. I was like, I went back and played a bunch of other versions that I had, and none of them feel as like playful as this does. This one like really encourages you to just, here's your shit, do it and go. It feels really cool. I like it a lot. It can be random at times, to a degree where I'm like, is it too random? I don't know. I don't think it is. I still think there is clearly good moves and, well, I'd say better moves, because a lot of moves can work in this. It still has strategy to it, and I like the emphasizing the randomness element of card games. I think shying away from it is dumb. I think a lot of people like always talk about that shit, and that's what I tried to do for like my early versions. Is I tried to give people so many options to like mitigate things and shuffle everything back in. Fucking, you have your leader that can always do stuff. You could cycle through things really quick. You had these extra points that could just do all this stuff for you. Like, it got way too much. Like, you don't need all that stuff to make basically what I'm trying to make. Those did make for some interesting games and stuff, but like I said, I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to do this with this guy. I'm trying to do this right here. Heated jump. What are you doing? Boom, attacking. Okay. Cool.
That's enough.
You win. Like this is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do this. And just like any other, RPG, it's not like strategy doesn't happen. It's not like there's nothing. There is stuff, and they just relegate that to boss fights, like the big ones. Here's where the strategy starts happening. And this is where the card game, like everybody that like really likes the card game stuff, here it is. And then also for multiplayer things, like I want to play this card game with other people. It's going to be a version like this, like probably have higher health totals and shit like that. Maybe even bigger decks, I'm not sure. Like here's where you go to, like, hang on, black magic, okay, I'll do that. He does a thing. What's he doing? Nope, hang on, I changed my mind. Maybe everybody should just attack. Like, what do I do? Like, you can clearly see this guy like trying to figure out this shit. Like, that's fine. Like, taking your time to decide what to do is normal. Like, boss fights are where you should like kind of be tested for this stuff. It makes them feel good. So we'll still have elements where like the strategy really matters. You better be paying attention to this stuff, because they're gonna fucking stomp your asshole if you're not looking. I've always been like debating too if I want like little quick timey things for stuff. I think I want to keep it as close to being playable on paper, because I think it'd be fun to like actually have the game playable in real life. Like that would make me really happy.
That I can hit, eh?
That I can hit. Go get it, Waka. Like, you get my point. Like, there's a lot more strategy going on here than this. Fucking smack the wolf with Waka. But like, I think it's important to have the possibility for both, because like that kind of scalability will get people like involved and invested when they might otherwise not be as into it. Like you want people to get like those tiny little victories. It makes them feel good.
On the road.
Where's the fucking wolf fight? Whatever. You get the idea. Mash A. Slap the wolf. And you win. I don't think everything's got to be so brainy. Like that's every other card game, video game, and it kind of turns me off. Like I will have ways where you can do like the real brainy stuff, just like competitive Pokemon. Like there's Battle Tower, there's multiplayer. If you want competitive Pokemon, it exists, but I still think having some way to have these little trash fights or something fast is there. And the other systems were not conducive at all to trash fights. Like the minimum they were taking was like 4 minutes. Like that's just way too long. How you handle the logic of the opponent's card plays? I think what they're going to be doing for the most part is probably, I'm thinking there's going to be like maybe attributes or like scores, like kind of like the different archetypes of card game players. And I think I want the AI to like kind of be like a stat sheet kind of for what thing they'll do. And like certain options will be more tailored toward those certain play styles. Kind of thing, and then like based on like if they need to make a decision, they'll reference like their little stat sheet thingy. Like it might be a random thing potentially. Kind of like if you're more of a control-y guy, let's say you have like 8 out of 10 times you're gonna be looking to increase whatever gets you more cards or card advantage, and then 2 out of 10 times you're gonna want to be like removing stuff on the board. So if it's like, if there's a conflict of like, should I draw a card here? Should I play a card? RNG thing. Hey, got a 7. That's between, 1 and 8. He's gonna, I guess it's 0 and 7 for computer stuff. I think something like either like that or just, because it has an action funnel, already built in, I think it'll be easy to limit what people can do with certain, design decks as well. I'm thinking about like basically emphasizing certain types of play styles and making that how the AI kind of works. Like little Joey Rattata is just an aggro player. He dumps his whole hand and goes for it. Like that's what he does. He doesn't have any cards in his hand. Next turn, draw a card, hopes he can play it and plays it. That's what he does. It's like, oh, okay, well, go. Meanwhile, fucking ace trainer dude, takes the game real serious, real try-hard guy, puts up the glasses, activated my trap card type dude. He's gonna be doing more like fucky back row stuff. And like already just having decks and stuff will already kind of do that kind of thing. But they're not gonna have any information they don't have. They're not gonna know what's in your hand. They're not gonna know what's in your back row, except for certain moments. Like I do want like a Pegasus kind of moment where this guy is like reading your mind and shit, and be like, I know you've got a thing in your back row. I know that's what you've got. Oh shit. How do I beat a guy who can read every move I make? Kind of thing. Be fun. Control players suck. I hate every control player. If you're a control player, don't play this game. You're not allowed. You're not invited. I'm kidding. I get it. I get the appeal of control. I really do. I'm trying to make control really fun in this one. It feels really good to fucking bounce cars in this game. To play this game in real life, you also need some peripherals, like this DDR dance mat. Oh, that'd be good. Will there be little cameos for like Persona, Pokemon, and or Mega Man Legends, like gameplay references? Well, for sure. Like I want like little nods to things. They're not going to be like overt. I hate doing super big referential humor things, but I'd love to like do little nods to things I like. Hello to the Max. It's going good. I'm just been going over game shit, and I think just the more I look at like shit I need to do, I think it's coming together. I think the next step will be to try to get something going in Unity, like pretty rudimentary. I am not doing that tonight. My brain's too fried, but maybe this week I'll start trying to do something like that. How long do you think it'll be until you finish, out of curiosity? Who fucking knows? Once I get a making the game actually fun to play took a long fucking time because I basically had to make 2 games. I had to make a card game. Now I got to make the other game around it. Asset creation is going to take a hot minute. You know, I brought this up. This thing, for every room, right? I have to make a wall. I have to make this wall. I have to pixel art. I got to texture it. I got to get the texel density right. I got to make this little thingy. I got to make the little plant over there. I got to make the person. I got to map the room. I got to make sure all the fucking shit works. I got to do the dialogue boxes. Not even the fucking dialogue boxes for stuff. Every single location that I add, that's probably going to be like 8 hours of work at worst, depending on how detailed things are. And like, I'm still trying to get my pixely skills up to snuff for things. Like I still got to kind of get back in shape on that kind of stuff. Like I don't think people that play games process how much effort goes into them. I know for a fact that they don't, because of the way they talk online. If they knew the fucking effort that went into it, they would shut the fuck up. But instead, they love being entitled little babies. You go in here, and you got to make this little light thing. Like that. This doesn't look like a lot, but this is still going to take like a second. This might take like 15 minutes to do this kind of thing. Every time a light shows up, like I can reuse this asset. Maybe I got a different light I got to model. You got to make this little wall right here. You got to, got to reference the things. What do I want on the wall? It should probably be this. Does that look good? Got to maybe like, I'm first pass for stuff. Got to make the fucking poster. Got to have to model his little desk. Got to model him. Got to make sure he animates. Got to make this little fridge. Got to make this little thing. Got to make the TV. Got to make that. And for every one of those things, it's like, that shit adds up a lot over time. I've already made some assets and stuff though. So like I'm already getting an idea for the workflow for this shit. And it's not going to be, I'm not going to say hard. It's not going to be too hard as long as I have some like good references and shit. I'm trying to get like my color knowledge better, like my palette senses, because I love like this little pop art look that Mega Man Legends had. Like everything is so saturated and fun. Like everything's really fun here, and I want this style. So it'll be fun when you go to the fucking fourth dimensional alien bullshit. It's gonna look crazy, and I think it'll be a nice contrast with like, bubblegum poppy anime Saturday morning cartoon looking fun area. And like Mega Man Legends kind of does something like that too. Like these little ruins look like a little crazy. Like this shit looks just wacky. This is way easier to do. You just make a little tile set here and then repeat forever what you want. Making dungeons is pretty easy to do. It's like all the other stuff that you're going to be revisiting a ton. You want to make sure it looks good. Majora's Mask would kind of fucking suck if Clocktown was a piece of shit area. You gotta make sure that the area that you're going to be in a ton is actually good. So that's going to take some time for sure. So combine that, get the gameplay working, debugging, AI, writing, music, modeling, texturing. Gotta make the character controller, make sure it feels good. Collisions, animation. All the fucking... Once the battle system's done, I think that'll be a good bit of it. Like, I don't think putting the world together will be necessarily hard. It's just gonna be tedious, really. And so that's why I like streaming parts of it. So then I get some company and I'm not just sitting here by myself, thumb up my ass, watching YouTube videos, listening to stuff. Like, making shit like this, too, would not be very hard. Like, realistically, what's here? You have a grass tile set. They just kind of... You just fart everywhere. You make one tree model. You put it everywhere. You got this little grass texture thingy. There you go. And then you got your little picture, your other model over here of your little trees and stuff. Like, the big open areas, I'm not too worried about. It's really like these fine... Like, the card shop that you're in. I want to make sure it, like... has really nice detail and stuff, and that's going to be like a lot of intricate little things to like get this look that I'm going for. I'm really hoping to get something playable that resembles the product in my head. That's a really good face, by the way. That's a really good face she's making. I'm trying to get like something playable that feels like what I'm going for. Maybe not entirely a vertical slice, but like really close to it. You can walk around. You got a deck builder. It's another fucking thing I gotta do. Be able to get cards, get deck, change thing out. Fucking battle system, text boxes, camera system. I'm gonna make a fucking camera for all this shit. I don't think we're gonna be doing a physics system. I don't think I need like real-time physics for stuff. Shit like the can would be fun. But like, I think there's going to be like the rare thing. I don't think I need like a whole ass physics system for that. So Unity's vault physics are hella wacky, which could be funny for some stuff. So what I'm thinking of doing too, just to cut down on time, is doing a roguelike idea of Majora's Mask more specifically, where like you kind of focus on one town. So that'll save me some asset building time. And like just, shit changes around the town. People do different things, certain times of day, certain days, shit like that. Time management kind of stuff, pretty fun. Something like that, maybe. And then like as it just progresses, the city changes in some way or something. And then you like get to the end of your run or whatever, and then goes back to the beginning, but you still have your cards. So you get like find more shit. Like then you play it again, and then you find other stuff. Something like kind of like the Nier approach too, where like Automata does not have a lot of environments. They got a lot of mileage out of that fucking city. You go through it like fucking 3 times. Just kind of just change a few things. Like that kind of design. Same with Nier, like original Nier. Hella tight budget. They did the same shit. They have like big area, play through it once, do your shit, play through it again, and now it changes how you look at it.
And remember,
play it again.
I love you.
Do another crazy thing. Completionist bullshit. True ending. An approach like that, I think, might be the way to go. I don't know how many times they'd like loop through it, if it'll be like a playthrough ending thing or like a keep going type thing. That's what I'm still trying to figure out. But I know the city. I know what the city looks like overall. I got an idea for what's gonna be. So that's already like kind of done. Blue. Thanks for 47 months. And then if you take 2 long winning duels, your moonstone comes down and chides you for being a total noob and then blows up the planet. It's the perfect plan. Of course, I would fucking show up. Self-insert, blow up the planet. Thank you for the resub. Welcome back. Menace Creed, thank you for the 6 months. Pog. Hello. That reminds me of a game I've been playing that has a very interesting process for some stuff. Tell me. Tell me. For this is now the real game making stuff. Although I'm super, like, I basically made like 6 different card game systems at this point, but I'm really happy with what I have now. And it's nice to say that, you know, I'm actually, I think I really like it. It'll do what I'm looking for this. It might not be like, I think what people might expect. When it's like, I gotta make sure like I market it properly. I gotta manage expectations. Like, this is not your fucking Yu-Gi-Oh card game thing. This is a JRPG wherein you use cards. Like, this really could just be a visual novel, and you just kind of make a few choices. But no, you actually get to play the game that they're playing. Like, that's the shit that I always really liked. Like, I love like little mini games in games, so I'm just like bringing them into the forefront. Is the map still the Lego build you did IRL a while back? Yes! I'm surprised you remember that. Where is it? It's over here. Where did I put it? It's somewhere. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. No! Piece falling off, god damn it. Ugh. Got it. Yes. I did this fucking bullshit a while ago. My little Lego island. I have the big map in my head of like, here's the overworld, here's where all the locations are. The intricacies, you know, need some working, but I know like what the big map looks like. I know where every location is. And it was nice actually doing this thing. Highly recommend it for some fun level design stuff. It was really cool to put this together. It really helped. It helps me think like spatially while also doing the same thing where like it kind of limits you. Like you only get to use the Legos that you have kind of stuff. And so I was like, it forced me to think like about city planning and like where would this shit go kind of stuff. And I like how it came out. Are you gonna have gambling minigames? Of course. What do you think I am? Think I'm an idiot? There's gonna be gambling minigames. There's gonna be also little mini jobs that you do. Like, I think my favorite part of No More Heroes was the fucking part-time jobs. I'm not even kidding. Like, that bullshit was really fun to me. Like, I've been really wanting to do some like WarioWare tier bullshit, like stuff like that. Listen, just really snappy ways you can make, like, then just make them fun. Like, make whatever the task you're doing just naturally enjoyable and get some money. Yeah, like Twilight Town type shit. I love that. It was fun. Oh, thanks, Gio. Yeah, for real to the max. Like, Legacy of the Duelist is not, like, does not feel like playing through the show. And that's the thing. Like, no game that's a card-based game has given me this feeling. I'm trying to like relive the anime stuff that I saw. I want to go on those crazy adventures. I want to go to these wacky locations and solve all of my problems with cards. The fucking 5Ds bullshit, time travel ass, parallel universe ass, black hole ass crazy shit. That's what I'm talking about. But like, you play the video games and they're just like little simulators and stuff, and like, yeah, they exist, and like the story beats kind of happen, but it's like I never felt really immersed by any of them. They were just fun little ways, like fun little trinkets, like fun little card toys, and I'm like, I want a story. None of them are stories. They're all cash grabs. I want to do jobs IRL, but jobs in games can be oddly relaxing. Yeah, I love it. Emo, exactly. Some fucking burger flipping. Some stupid shit. I love like the little mini games in Amori and stuff too. Yeah, like the Duel Master stuff was real close. Like there's a one that I think was getting translated, kind of, that Nintendo made. It was oh god, what is it like? It's like some card legend, card thing. What the fuck is it called? I know I played a little bit of it because I think a little bit got translated. Hang on, try to look this up. Nintendo card game, Game Boy. This is like the closest thing I think that exists. Minus Pokemon. It's like Card Hero or something? Trade and Battle Card Hero. Yes. This is the closest thing I've found to like what I'm trying to do. It's a card battle role-playing game. The player plays as Hiroshi, a blue-haired boy living in a town where the game Card Hero has become very popular. He wishes to become a master of the game by collecting different kinds of cards and dueling with various opponents. His goal becomes harder to achieve when a malicious group, the Jokers, cause trouble in town. And how do you stop them from causing trouble in town? You play them in the card game. The main objective of Card Hero is to defeat the opponent's master card. Players hold stones that are used to play cards and 4 monster card slots. I have not revisited this game in a while. I forgot they had an action point thing too. Shit. Well, whatever. They have different layouts and stuff. The player attacks the monster's opponent's master to drain the opponent's HP to 0. However, the master has a shield of 2 HP, which is the strength of most card attacks. Therefore, the player can only damage the opponent if the strength of an attack is 3 or higher. Despite the fact that most monsters are unable to damage the master initially, there are several ways to increase its strength that it can. Have the monster card not move for a turn, and then it will become charged. This causes the strength of the monster's charge attack to increase by 1. You can also use items, increase the monster's level, which can be done by defeating another monster. There are 3 different rule sets in the game, Junior, Senior, and Pro, which affect the number of cards in the player's deck and the master cards. The Junior game is very basic. Players use decks of 20 cards, 15 in the Game Boy Color game. That's what I'm talking about. And normal masters with 5 HP. The Senior game is basically the same with the addition of Magic Master. Pro rule set uses 30 cards and Magic Master with 10 HP. This is what I'm talking about with, like, I think what I would do for some, like, multiplayer kind of thing where you want to take it seriously. Like, you could do this kind of thing, 20 card deck, easy to play the fucking game, go. Like I think that's very, very smart. And then bigger decks, maybe more complicated shit, different kind of rule sets for like maybe like, you know, leader ability bullshit type stuff for other ones. But yeah, this is like the closest to what I've been talking about. There's some fucking gameplay of it. Nice.
Let's play.
No. Some long play shit. Oh, this is the DS one. I haven't seen any footage of the DS one. I didn't even know they fucking had one. Is this the only guy that does it? That might be the only guy. Okay, well, fine. Well, I'm just gonna fucking turn it down. But this one like lets you walk around and stuff. Like it's a whole ass Pokemon looking thing where you're walking around town and shit. Talk to your grandpa. Your grandpa's like, "Oh my god, this card game's so cool. You should go to the card shop and get your own deck. But here, you can play with my deck. Tell me your birthday and shit. Fun stuff. Then you get to walk around like a little overworld thingy too. I don't know if they'd show where it is. So here you're like you're a little park now, and then you can go talk to people, battle them and shit. Like this is what I'm talking about. And I don't think a single fucking game really captures this kind of like energy with it. But like, you know, make this in 3D, give it some act like, I'm not going to be condescending, but give it some dramatic writing, I'll say. And then like, look at this cute little thing here too. Isn't it cute little fucking setup here? This is the kind of like energy I'm going for, like very very cutesy, simple fun stuff, like where it can be. And you just kind of go through the fucking game and fight dudes with cards and shit. Beat up the bully, get his cards. Stop being such a bully, you bully. Here's where you join the little local card shop club. Meet all the little fun characters here. Like the Pokemon trading card game kind of did this, but they didn't really have like a story. It's just like it's really bare bones. It's a fucking Pokemon. There's like barely anything. There's got like little mini games too that you can do to try and get stuff and shit. There's your little deck builder stuff. Yeah, like this is I think this is the closest thing to like what I'm kind of going for. But like they never brought this over here. They never brought it over. I love look how fucking eye melting these backgrounds are. I love it. Like let's see what I'm talking about too with like cutting away to like a battle screen that looks like kind of like the card game thing like all the time. I think just giving it a bigger sense of space instead of this green hellscape will go a long way.
Yes, you can level up to 3.
This is all real cool, but it's not an RPG without a crafting mechanic, fishing mini game, or dating sim elements. Well, it actually is gonna have dating sim elements. There is gonna be a fishing mini game, and there is gonna be crafting. So, don't worry about it. We got you. Imagine playing through the Duelist Kingdom arc where you're actually walking around, exploring the island and running into other duelists more organically. Yes, that'd be really cool. Honestly, hard to believe people haven't done your idea for just regular RPG with cards. It was such an obvious idea. I feel like the market for it will be so big. I know. That's like what that's what I want. But yeah, like I really want you to go fishing for actual cards. Like you go fishing and you're not catching fish, you're catching cards. Like there are cards in the water. I think that'll be really fun. It's not Mega Man Battle Network. That game is not. I mean, that's a game that features cards, which is kind of what I'm doing, but it's not a card game. Yeah, and the card C. Which like this game started out as a Mega Man Battle Network thing, but I was like, I actually want to do a turn-based, like, feel like I'm playing like a condensed Yu-Gi-Oh type thing. I want to do a thing with like you can either get money to buy packs and stuff too, but I also like the idea that you can, just like in Hearthstone and shit, you got all these dupes of shit that you don't want. You can turn them into some kind of resource and make other thingies. It's about the extent of what I think I'm gonna do for that. And I do want to do dating sim stuff, like Persona level shit of you like as you just go through people's storylines, you get some of their cards and stuff. And like, if you get all the way with like with a person, you get like some kind of bonus maybe it's like an always bonus, or like some kind of thing that you have that either like affects things outside the game or something. I feel like that would be really cool. That's what I did, Clever Keith. So I played so much of the fucking card game in Digimon World 3, and this is what I'm talking about. It's always a side thing. It's always like this little side thingy, and I just want to make it. I want to give it the spotlight it deserves. What are your thoughts on the new Digimon card game? It's fun. Yeah, store credit stuff. Digimon World 2003 has that fishing for cards and kicking trees for cards. Yeah. What kind of art style do you have in mind for the cards? It's going to be like a Pokemon. I want to commission a shit ton of people and have like everything. Oh, you do shit in clay? Can you make something in clay? Oh, hey, you do some really cool fucking charcoal thing. The thing. Oh, you can do like a Bob Ross ass landscape. Give me that. Like everything. Let me date the boys and we'll be in. Of course you can. Would fishing for cards be called Go Fish? I think they would tell you to go fish. Or like it just, some kind of winky nod thing. I've heard people talk about Hunter x Hunter. I don't know anything about it. Would love to help out with card artwork. Like I have all the handmade art supplies. I have like people I'm keeping track of for certain things. I think like I want like a nice variety of shit where I can get it. I don't know how cohesive I want like the archetype. I think I have specific people in mind for like certain like archetypes, or like I want like a set of like 10 cards that are all the same artist, just to give them that kind of feeling of unity. Then you could have another archetype that's like all by one person. Another archetype is all by one person. Like make those feel cohesive, but like you can still mix and match shit. But I really want variety in card art, and also crediting artists. You fucking assholes, looking at you, Yu-Gi-Oh! Fuck you. It has an entire arc about being in an RPG card game in real life. Well, fuck. I guess I have to watch it now. Or would someone send their resume? I'm not like taking any resume thingies or anything. I have a few people that like I'm following on Twitter and stuff that I want to do. I don't know how open I want it all to be. Like I don't think I'm gonna be just like I can't take art from anything. Just like, Nintendo's like, hey, don't send me your fucking custom Pokemon. We like don't want to accept it, because that turns into a whole little thing. Like I'm gonna be paying people for shit and stuff like that. Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! Card art is all over the place, but it'd be really cool if they could fucking credit their artist. No, you can't do it for free. That's not how this works. That's not how it works. That's not how art works. Get Cobalt Boy Zito to draw you some stuff. I don't know, maybe. I have a whole bunch of people in mind for like who I want to, for like character design and stuff like that. I like the Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards that tell a story across multiple cards. Yes, I'm stuff like that too. I have I even have a few of those like set up as well, like in my current line of cards. I want the art to show them too. I think this was good to get an idea of like what I'm looking for this shit. I don't settle for fucking trash. It's just like, so I know it's gonna come out fine. I just hope it doesn't take too fucking long. Like I know what I'm gonna do for all the like most of the coding stuff. Like it really shouldn't be, as long as I have the battle system, as long as it fucking works, and I can make a card database work okay. I really don't think it should be that hard, at least to get this little prototype thing out. So I think that's still what I'm going to do. I still want to get like some kind of prototypey thing, and then either do some kind of Patreon thing for it, or some kind of thing to keep me afloat as I pursue that. Maybe some kind of a crowdfunding thing, because it'd be really good if I could get another hand. Also, like I'm going to have to pay a ton of money for this card art and shit. It's going to be expensive. Like, assuming like 50 on the low end for card art. That's like, I'd probably be like more like 100 or 80 for some people. That's like, it's gonna be expensive, but I want to fucking pay people what they're worth. Are we gonna get the really weird alien type creature in the dating sim? I'm not gonna say anything. Why don't they do that? Konami being assholes as usual? Yes. Pretty much. Real dumb. I'm happy not supporting them. Like I've been wondering too about like about implementing some kind of level up outside the game system. Like, the sphere grid bullshit. Where like, you are a card, kind of. Like, this card represents you. This is your ticket into the card dimension. Like this is like you here. And this thing is gonna have like abilities and probably stats and stuff too at some point. So I think figuring out what that looks like could also be interesting. Like I think you could maybe have some things where you're leveling up outside the game. And also too, I think what I want to do with another thing to kind of encourage this is like maybe like really RPG it up and like give cards like an affinity system or something, or like the more you use a card, I don't know, it likes you more or some crazy shit, right? And then it will like get stronger, maybe in like 2 stages. Not like it's not going to be like 2000. Now it has 2010. Now it's got 2020 power. That's not that shit. But like maybe have like Lantern Bringer EX that you unlock when like you max the affinity with it, and now it is the exact same card, but it has like 2500 power, and then you have like Lantern Bringer EX plus Alpha, whatever fuck we're gonna call it. And then it's the exact same card, but this one is like the one that likes you, and so it's just stronger. And it has like this one has like 3000 power, something like that. This obviously wouldn't work in the multiplayer version, just like Pokemon liking you and dodging hits and shit works in the single player game, but not competitive. I think a system like that in the game would also go a long way for keeping people who don't want to do too much deck building or get intimidated by it, to still feel like they're progressing in some way. Like this guy, like maybe he gets a better ability, like all kinds of stuff. Like maybe give people like little 1 or 2 stage buffs, and that's like nothing crazy. Like they're not gonna be like, you're not gonna be able to grind this guy and give him like 10,000 power. It's not gonna work like that. They're gonna have a cap. I was watching Infinity Train, and one of the main characters sounds so much like you. I had to look it up on IMDb. I wish I was on Infinity Train. Will you release expansions if your card game is like that? Is absolutely the intent. Like that's why I'm designing this to be playable on paper. Like I initially had a design that was way more like WarioWare. Like you played games, and the games like Mario RPG, Undertale bullshit. Like cards would do things, and you could like kind of anime ass your way out of situations with like quick time events, and like you have to actually do like input things or stuff. But the more I started fucking with it, I was like, no, I want to make like an actual game that you could actually play, because that'd be really fun. Because I would like that. I'd like to actually have physical versions of the cards and be able to like actually play it. I think I would probably look at doing something similar to Duel Links or something. I don't know if it would, or how I want to do it. Like a multiplayer focused version of the game that could like get updated constantly, or some kind of DLC type thing for like the base game. Like I don't know which approach I'm going to do yet. We'll see. I mean, fast art, you can have, I can't stop you from doing art. If you want to do it, you can go for it. I mean, I love fan art and shit. I do not have a name for the game yet. I need to figure it out. We'll figure it out, though. Is the thing really true about 2B's ass has more polygons in it than the entire game of Ocarina of Time? I wouldn't be surprised. How many have game tested your card game? Not a ton of people right now. I still need to get like more people to try it out. But I'm not changing anything. So at this point, it'd be like, it'd be cool to get feedback from people. But I've had like a handful of people who I trust who like range in experience from I like card games to I hate card games, and all of them have liked it. Or at least they were like, this is a really good foundation. Like, you can... This is a good system. Nothing needs to change about the rules. It's going to be the cards that will decide it, you know? Yes, I still have all the fan art for Johnny card games and shit. Yoko Taro knew how to get his people interested. Exactly. You just got to get them in the door, however that is. But yeah, I think shit in Unity is going to be the next thing. I've said that a ton. I'm probably just going to cut it here. I need to get some fucking water and chill out, frankly. But this was nice. I love talking with people, getting some input, seeing what people think about shit. And yeah, thanks for being here, y'all. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thanks for the kind words. I'm happy to be some background noise for you, or if you're in chat. I love talking to you. Next big one, Friday. Replicant comes out. Okay. We're doing that shit on Friday. Bet your ass. Maybe even Thursday night if I'm crazy. Also, I don't know. I think we're still gonna try and shoot for it. Grant and I want to do this call-in show kind of thing. We're gonna try and set it up tomorrow. Probably do it on Wednesday or something. Maybe Thursday. We're looking to see how we're gonna do it, but like some kind of game in the background, flight simulator, the crew, some bullshit stuff. Probably be open to subs over here or something. We'll see. We might even be like making a channel specifically for us doing stuff, or just, I don't know how we're gonna do it yet, but we'll figure it out. Dude, Mr. Ruby Doobie, thank you very much for the Prime sub. Oh. Thank you. Oh, Grant's still fucking here. Yeah, something fun. Hello. Yeah, we want to do something. We'll announce it on Twitter and stuff. So you'll have some time to get prepared. Well, I don't know how exactly we're gonna do everything, but we'll have it by then. Look forward to that. Yeah. Let me find someone to raid. Thanks for the kind words, for the questions and shit. I really appreciate it. I'm happy that people are interested at all. I'm not working from like the ground floor. Like a lot of devs really struggle to get shit out there. So it's awesome that I have like anybody at all who's already interested at this stage. I hope that by the time it's done, that y'all enjoy it. Shasta's on. Go say hi to Mr. Shasta. What's he playing? Crash Bandicoot: The Huge Adventure D runs to prep for Midwest Speed Fest on Thursday. Nice. He plays the wackiest shit. He's speed running fucking Crash Bandicoot over there. The GBA one specifically, one of them. Give him a little heart. Check him out. Thanks for being here, everybody. Stay tuned rest of this week. We'll be having some shit. Twitter, if you're some, check out the Discord. Check your little connections. Get joined in there. Chill out with me. And that's where I'm going to be, if I'm going to be doing any playtesting stuff with people. It's going to be through that Discord and shit. I also post about the game and shit in there sometimes as well. Twitter, everything else, your Moonstone. You know what the fuck it is. I'll talk to y'all later. You guys have a wonderful rest of your night. And I'll see you later this week.